the truth is, the number of people arriving on small boats is a tiny fraction of total immigration. Yes, the number has gone up, but it's still a drop in the ocean, compared to the number of people who arrive legally with visas to work, study, or join their families. Furthermore, the idea that these arrivals are somehow illegal immigrants is in itself misleading. Under international law, a person has the right to claim asylum in another country, and there's no legal requirement for them to do so in the first safe country they reach. The government's own policies have closed off many of the safer, more official routes, effectively forcing desperate people into the hands of smugglers and onto these dangerous boats. You know, there's a certain irony in a country getting worked up about people arriving by boat, given that, historically speaking, that's how pretty much everyone got here. Unless your ancestors sprang fully formed from the soil of the Peak District, they probably arrived on some kind of watercraft. From the Romans and the Anglo-Saxons to the Vikings and the Normans, this island's history is one long story of arrivals, settlements and integrations. We've spent centuries absorbing new cultures, new foods and new people. To suddenly, in the 21st century, decide that boats are now unacceptable is like a fish suddenly deciding it's against the concept of water. Think about the waves of immigration that have shaped modern Britain. The Huguenots fleeing persecution in France in the 17th century brought their silk weaving skills, transforming the textile industry. After the Second World War, the Windrush generation arrived from the Caribbean to help rebuild the country, staffing the newly formed NHS and driving our buses. Each group faced suspicion and hostility at first, only to become a vital and celebrated part of the British story. This isn't ancient history, it's the living fabric of our nation. Go to any major city and you'll see the legacy of immigration everywhere. The food we eat, the music we listen to, the businesses we frequent, all have been enriched by people who came from somewhere else.